any of my time with them if I feel they reject or resist the complete realization of such. That's different from all this stuff out here. And we say we want to change the condition of our people, but if we can't represent the solid condition of change, then there's no condition we can change them to. All we can change them to is something that we are capable of continuously being. Or it's a fairy tale. Do you see what I'm saying? If we can't be consistently in it, what do we change them to? We change them to confusion, instability, dreaming, hopes, fantasy. But by being black supremacists and the embodiment of black supremacy, what do we end up changing them to? To that. That is something. You're a good basketball player, you can make other good basketball players. If you never played a game of ball in your life, how you going to teach somebody else how to play it? So the first job of a black supremacist is to be a supreme black being. And to be able to recognize the supremacy of black beingness. Now it's something that can be done. That ain't a nation. Do you understand what I'm making? That ain't an organization. That's not a speech, a lecture. That's a self. That's a self. That's a human. That's humanitarianism. Do you see what I'm saying? On a hue level, on a black level. On a black level. So I put this lecture out if people misconstrued. And have a misunderstanding of what I'm doing. Because they talk about jurisdictions and areas and rulership and leadership. All that means nothing to me. I am no threat to any of that. I'm not even concerned about it. Go tell it to the gangbangers on your block. Go tell that to the police and your landlord. I don't care. My thing is being the embodiment of black supremacy. Being a black supremacist. And continuously recognizing, channeling, invoking, drawing, and attracting the black supremacy in others. That's what this is. And what that becomes is what I am building. Do you see what I'm saying? Is it a teaching? No, but I teach from it sometimes. Am I a teacher? No. But I can teach if I feel like it. Listen, I'm going deep here. It's not a teaching. Because for some who learn instantly, you cannot say that they have been taught. Because they learned before the curriculum was even finished. They knew before they even showed up in the classroom. So it's not a teaching. But out of compassion for others, the redundancy of saying it appears to them as what they call a teaching. But it doesn't mean it's a teaching. It just means they simply have not got it. For those who get it, it is no teaching. It is an embodiment of who they are. For those who don't get it, it's a teaching that goes on forever. Like Farrakhan said, the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. It's still a teaching for him. You know why? Because Farrakhan has not got it. The black man of God is not the teachings of Elijah Muhammad. It is an embodiment of the original black man and woman. He taught it. But irregardless of the teachings, it is an embodiment. So why is he still talking about the teachings of Elijah Muhammad? Elijah Muhammad on some level embodied it. That's why he did some of the things that he did in the time of his life. He embodied and manifested some black supremacy. It is not a teaching. And some people will never embody it. Will be white supremacists in their heart. But it'll be studying the teachings. I'm studying the teachings. I'm killing black people, but I'm studying the teachings. I'm against black people. I don't want to see a black man with nothing, but I'm studying the teachings. The black man being God is not a teaching. It is a reality. It is a phenomenon. It's tangible. It's real. It exists. How long it takes somebody to see that, that's a teaching. If they recognize instantly, it's no teaching at all. The very fact of it being a lesson is lessening it in degree so that people can get it in degrees. So the lesson is lessening it. You see the point I'm making? It's to lessen it. So I'm not a teacher. But it appears like teaching to those who find it hard to get it. I'm not an activist. It is my every action. I am not a leader. I am the greatest devotee, singularly, and also in communion and congregation with others when they are there. Y'all don't hear what I'm saying. So not only am I a leader, I am the biggest follower because I follow my highest black supreme thoughts and the highest black supreme thoughts of others. So this whole leadership follower thing, that's some bullshit. That's some other duality. Do you understand the point I'm making? Because I did this when there were no followers. Do you understand the point I'm making? I did this when nobody was there. It's who I am. I am the greatest follower, the greatest teacher, the greatest student, the greatest master, the greatest disciple, the greatest devotee, the greatest slave to it, the greatest master to it. Do you understand the point I'm making? So to see me as one, to just see me as one is actually to belittle the true devotion that I have. Because one is a title to say, okay, you're a leader. But now you're distracting from every breath that I breathe for it. Do you understand the point I'm making? By just seeing one dimension of it. By seeing every breath I have breathed for it to get here. To see every heartbeat spent with the contemplation and the wholehearted meditation on it. That's overlooked by saying leader. It's overlooked. Do you understand what I'm saying? Years is thrown away when there was no one to lead and I was doing it. All that's thrown away by saying leader. Do you understand the point I'm making? Following the unknown to get to the knowledge of it. That's thrown away when you say leader. When you say king, the servant is thrown away. Doing whatever it takes. Serving however I could to get to the highest understanding of it. That's thrown away when you say king. So I'm neither. And both. And nor neither or both. Or nor neither or both, or nor neither not or neither both. Do you understand what I'm saying? But we get trapped into these dualities because we don't have a complete understanding of things. If you want to see the highest devotee, look at me, you'll see it. Look at me by myself, you see one who is completely devoted. See me with others who seek such devotion, you will see a master. See those with higher devotion, if any such exist, you will see a great student. But don't show me some bullshit and tell me I'm under that. That ain't what I'm doing. I'm not a servant of that. Do you understand what I'm making? I'm not a servant of any old thing because it's worth something to somebody. No. black supremacy. While I respect the greatness in all, I find myself beneath none of it. None of it. And all true to what I stand for in the face of all. Do you see what I'm saying? No matter what. Black supremacy and being a supreme black being. And to constantly interface with those who have a problem with seeing your own supremacy as a black being. To complete interface with them. So naively is to be forgetful and not realize it yourself. Do you understand the point I'm making? Not realize it yourself. To be among those who refuse to see it in themselves. And you constantly see it in them and subject yourself to interfacing with them. When they refuse to see it in themselves. That's neglecting yourself. Do you see what I'm saying? That's a fact. So that's what I stand for. That's what I'm about for those who did not know, for dummies. King Noble for complete idiots. And also for geniuses. It's not about a leadership thing or a nation as a robotic entity. But as an individual and a magnet of individuals with true devotion to black supremacy, black enlightenment to black divinity, which is nobility, sovereignty. You know what I'm saying? That's what I am. And a repeller of those as well, who have blatantly rejected the true enlightenment to black supremacy. I repel them. I'm not trying to shake hands and hug up with everybody. If you can't see the supremeness in a black man today, get thee behind me. You understand what I'm saying? I don't have a moment out the day for that. You know what I'm saying? And I put it that way to say, my sheep know their shepherd. I'll even go that far. If you are not seeing black supremacy and you seeing Republicans and Democrats and anarchies and just some niggas together in a house, you ain't with me. Do you understand the point I'm making? You're not with me. Because that's going on anyway. That's what it is. It's already there. That's what you're seeing. We are not seeing the same thing. You are not with me. Does that mean that you are unsuccessful at what you are doing? Or that your existence is irrelevant in what you're doing in your process? No. But you ain't with me. That's like I'm saying red today, and you coming wearing blue saying you with me. Damn it, you colorblind. That's foolishness. If you're going to be with somebody, be with them for real. Or don't be. The choice is that person's. You see what I'm saying? But don't keep trying to subject yourself on somebody and you know goddamn well you're not with them. Because such subjection is simply only to bring them under you. You understand the point I'm making? That's a fact. To bring them beneath you. Why not go do whatever the hell it is you want to do? It's enough room out here for everybody to do what they want to do. But don't stop bullshitting yourself. Because this shit, black supremacy, is real. It's a real path, a real devotion. It is a real enlightenment. And you can't fake your way into that. Because it sees you. You can't be half-assed and be standing there. It's just not going to work. It don't respect all them other objectives. Not meaning those objectives are not respectable by those who have them, but it's